team taking on the Madison Marvels from Madison, Wisconsin. Should be a great match. From left to right, we have El Guapo. Right next to him, we have Ash Plays Over. Next to him, we have Kale DS25. And there on the far right is Beast Mode 84. Great complimented players. We worked really hard on practice or some cool editing, some positioning. Our effort goal is to stay together as a team today. So we're going to get this thing started here just in a few minutes when I pull in the Madison team, and then we're going to be rocking. So stick with us. Should be a great match. Hanover Horde Silver team taking on the Madison Marvels. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today you guys are here for tryouts. Now you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
Get up from above. I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, and we are back to some good Fortnite action. Sorry, we had a little bit of struggles with the pickaxes were out. Things are getting a little crazy, so we got that settled. And let me get the stream right up in here, and here we are. Again, we are playing the Madison Marvels from Madison, Wisconsin. Here we're spectating Ash Plays Fort. That is his name is Declan. Here you see him collecting his resources. His Kale DS25. And it looks like they did a nice job landing together. I like it already. This is much better than previous weeks. Looks like they're collecting resources. I'm trying to see where we're at. Looks like we're at it's called cabin, house, campsite. It goes by a few names. We're working on standardizing our terminology with the kids to make sure everybody's talking the same language here, how important that is. Kale decides to break into a little dance here. Swap over to Ash Plays Fort. You can see he's there doing some dancing, so should be gathering some resources, weapons, shields, getting some good bandages. Right, looks like they're checking out their emotes to each other. All right, here you see Naruto Bro. Naruto Bro, this is Josiah. Again, all the players are playing remote today. His normal call sign is El Guapo, so they're playing with their home accounts. Did make sure to tell them to turn their aim assist off, so they should be doing that at home. You see Ash Plays Forts, more emotes. Definitely got to work on getting them resources, getting that teamwork together. So things will work on at practice this week. Naruto Bro's doing a good job building here, trying to get out of that little sunken area there. Looks like they're making their way towards the area we could call Frost there. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job sticking together. Might be a little bit separated, but they're working on that. Looks like most everybody has a full complement of shields and weapons at this time, so they're just looking to get to where the Marvels are at. Marvels always field, Madison always fields really good teams, so I'm sure they're going to have a really sharp team here, even at the silver level. A lot of really quality players on both teams here, so should be a really fun match to watch. Here you see Ash Plays Fort. You see, gathering some more of those resources, those materials. They're really important. You don't want to get into a build battle and then run out of mats and then just be left to the devices of your enemy. It looks like there might be some action happening. Actually, it looks like Jackson may have been taken out. Again, we really don't like to see the teams go down a player without the rest of the team being there, able to support the battle. You saw Ash still in that castle, kind of collecting resources. So clearly they weren't ready. Here you see Kale DS. He gets tracked down. Tight fight here. See if he's able to win this shotgun battle, but it looks like he might have been taken out. Here you following Ash Plays, working on putting some fires down. But again, we got to get to better. You see Naruto Bro just knocked, and Ash got caught mid-emote there and got taken out by the Madison team. So a little disjointed play by the Horde there. A lot of emotes going on, a lot of dancing when we should have been collecting resources and working better as a team. Saw Jackson, Beast Mode, get caught a little bit out there or out front without the rest of the team ready to attack, which is going to happen. So these are things we're working on. Let's go ahead and credit the Marvels here with their 1-0 victory on that first round. But again, it's a best of 5. Still plenty of time to get the teams together, to get some things fixed. After this next round, we'll be able to go back to the lobby and talk to the boys about some of the stuff they need to work on. Gives a little bit of time to strategize. But hopefully we can kind of even things up here and get back in it with a 1-1 tie before we go to the 5-minute break between rounds. Again, just to introduce the players of our Horde Silver Fortnite team, we have Josiah, goes by El Guapo there, working away from left to right as you're looking at the screen. Declan goes by Ash Plays Over. We got Kale DS25, and finally all the way to the right, Beast Mode 84. So that's the team. Looks like we're going to start here. Looks like everybody's got their teams picked, and we should be kicking this thing off here any minute now. Looks like we got, 30 seconds on the countdown timer. See some exploding birthday cakes emotes. The boys love the emotes. You can obviously tell that we saw some exhibited during the game, but yeah, hopefully a little bit of better faring this time. Hopefully they stick together. They did a really good job landing together. Again, our effort goal this week was to not only land together, but stay together. And don't get in an engagement unless you've got all the players. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I'm sure that's happened with Beast Mode, where he just walked out a little bit too far gathering resources. The enemy snuck up on him and took him out really quickly, which can definitely happen. So, all right, here we see it's dropping in here. All right. All right, so this is, again, a best of 5. So whoever is the first to 3 points wins the week. So here you see Naruto Bro. There's Josiah, also known as El Guapo. So with the kids playing remote today, they're playing with their home accounts versus the center accounts, which we're usually used to working with. All right, so the name of the game early on in these matches is to collect materials, collect weapons, collect shields. So you see a Chug Jug right there. That's going to be really helpful. That should top him off on his shield, so he's going to waste no time getting that in him. The other members of the team, we've got Engage B. That's Beast Mode. That's Jackson. Looks like the team's moving as a unit, so I like it. If I told them, basically, if you try to keep everybody in your little arrows, in your little map in the top right corner, you're doing a good job. What we've seen in previous weeks is not only the opposing teams taking the high ground and beating us there, but picking us off one by one because we got a little, what we like to call is rangy. When you get a little too far from your team, you lose the ability for your team to come up and support you, both when you get attacked, get some damage, or get knocked. Having your team there gives the ability to tarp you or protect you or carry you to safety. Again, Ash plays over here, swapping back over to Naruto Bro, also known as El Guapo. He's full up on shields. It's a little hard to see on my screen. My big head's in the way with the stream of what he's got, but looks like he's got a rifle. Switching over to Kale DS here. Looks like they're making a push in on the tree. Hopefully the rest of the team's there. He's following Ash Plays in there. Here you see Naruto Bro. Again, the team's moving together. I like it. They decided to make a push on the tree, which is fine. As long as they're moving together, which they are. So clear, obviously already working better than the first match. I did see some eyes on. I think Josiah got caught sitting a little still, but you can see what happens. The team was quickly able to rally and get together and cover him up and hopefully heal him up. So just immediately saw how beneficial it is to have those teammates with him. See if they're able to hold it off long enough to, but with Madison making a tough push, both editing these walls, see if one of the other players can break out here and get in a shotgun battle. Oh, Kale, unfortunately, a swap to the grenade. Wasn't able to do, but switching over to Ash. Ash gets knocked. This is a tough Marvels team. They decided to make their push with a really concerted team push with us kind of caught out there in the middle. Again, not good strategic positioning. We decided to make a push on that middle tree. Particularly with flying in there, that's going to show the enemy where you're at. So we're going to come back here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a 5-minute break, strategize with the team. So we'll head back to the hub, and then we'll get back to some action here in a few minutes. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Had a good talk with the boys. I think they got a good strategy. Again, we're playing remote today, so it's a little hard to get everybody online and kind of talking at the same time. But we're looking forward to getting them all back in the dojo next week. It's been a tough couple of weeks playing 100% remote. But the boys and again the families, a special thanks out to the parents and guardians out there. We're going to get these kids online so they can continue playing while we had to be shut down there for a second. So here we're following the Horde Silver team from Hanover. Again, they're down 2-0 to a Marvels team, but I have a feeling we can come back here. We got this. I think they got a good strategy. I think they've been pushing to get a little bit of rangy from each other. You can see we're a little bit far away from each other right now, but we'll work on that this week. But this is obviously a really good Marvels team. They play well together. You saw each time they pushed, they were pushing as a team of four, which is really critical in this game to mass your fires, to move together, to cover each other. And that's something we're going to work here with our Hanover Horde team. So here you say Ash plays. Ash plays Fort. We'll swap over to Narudabro. All right, looks like he might be getting his inventory set up. Usually when you see them set still, that's them moving equipment around their inventory, but they're all fairly close to each other right now. I'm trying to see who might be a little bit far away. You can see 3 arrows in the top right corner. We're right at the tree area, which is a little concerning because we told them you want to, this being a good team, we don't want them identifying with where we're at. And you can already see by moving towards the center, we've drawn the fire of the Madison team. So I think we need to take on more of a defensive posture, see if we're able to win this gunfight between Kale and one of the Marvels, and none able to, unfortunately. Here you see Ash plays Fort. He gets knocked. Both Kale and Ash are knocked. Let's see who else we got standing. Again, this Madison team's super aggressive, and a quick defeat of the Horde by the Marvels, and that's going to do it. They are going to go the victory. So I'm going to see if they want to play a couple more fun rounds to keep this going. And we'll be right back with hopefully some more match play. I'll let you know here in a second once we get this thing kicked back off. So stick around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you?
Through a partnership with the
All right, we are back again. We're going to credit Marvels with the win there. They're going to win 3-0 on the Horde. So really good play by the Marvels there. They're obviously going to be a team to deal with here in these the future matches. But Horde, we got a good team tier too, and we're going to work with them, especially getting them back in the dojo next week. These last 2 weeks have been tough to get the kids together and working on those strategies remotely. So looking forward to getting them back in the dojo and back to working together as a team. Looks like we got Ash got knocked really quickly here. Looks like they might have dropped on top of each other here. Here you see Kale gathering his resources up. Again, it shows you how important it is to land together. Looks like Narudabro might be in action right here. Here you see him working his way around, trying to get around the enemy, but not a whole lot of weapons to be found. Looks like everybody dropped on top of each other. See if Josiah is able to do something here, but he's quickly knocked from behind. So the Madison team showing that they are tough. And here you see Jackson. Looks like he dropped fairly far from his teammates, so he's out here all by himself. Last man standing. Let's see if he's able to do something with it. Takes a shot at the enemy. Taking some long shots here. Here comes the Madison Marvels. You see them coming down over the hill. Really accurate fires. Wow. really, really accurate fires coming down there from the Madison Marvels. So they're gonna get another victory. It's not gonna be a credited victory because they've already won 3-0 on the Heroes here. Or, I'm sorry, on the Horde, the Hanover Horde here. But these are just matches for fun and things that we can work on. I'm sure Coach is talking them up in there, trying to explain, some things that we can maybe do better next time. They have been really doing it consciously, trying to stay together a little bit better. But I think we're starting to work our way that we need to start to have the conversation about getting better strategic positioning, especially with a really good technical team that clearly the Marvels have here. Really seems like to be a really quality, talented team from the Silver perspective. All right, so dropping in here for the 5th round. We still have plenty of time. We'll see if they want to play more on this one. After this one, this will be the 5th round of the match again. So here we're following Josiah. Swapping over to Kale. Ash plays Fort. Naruto Bro. This is Josiah, also known as El Guapo. So it looks like we're fairly close to each other. It's good. Already taking a shot at the enemy here. So typically you don't want to take the shots until you're ready to push or you're sure you got that shot because that immediately tells the opposing team where you're at. So again, strategic things will work out with the boys once we get them back. All right, there you see Ash here collecting his resources. We've got 2 more great matches coming up after this. Our gold teams, our Heroes gold team is going to be taking on the Falls Church Raptors. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. And then our Horde gold team will take on the Falls Church Dragons. That's going to be at 7 p.m. So stick around for that. Here you see Josiah. This looks like some action. Kale DS here. Looks like he's engaging the enemy. They built a nice metal wall there. So that's going to be challenging for us to take that head on. We're going to have to deal with that. Done a good job building some defenses up there. Maybe distract them with that wall. See if we're able to drop down on them. You see the teams together. I like it. I like the way we're moving together. But I heard a quick shotgun blast there. Not sure where it's coming from. Kale decides to build that wall right there. There you see it coming up. They have that high ground, which is so important in this game, is getting and maintaining that high ground. Shotgun fire's coming in super low. Smart move of the bounce there to get up out of there. Looks like Ash plays Fort, got knocked. See if Dale's able to work out, get him with a shot in here, but without being able to switch the shotgun quick enough, he's quickly taken out, and the Marvels will get another victory. So I'll see if they want to keep playing. All right, it looks like we're going to drop in here again for a quick one. See if they want to keep playing after this. They may have been drawn out. It looks like they may have all left the game. All right, so that might actually do it. Let me see if we can get them back on for something else. If not, that's going to do it. We're going to end our stream here. Yeah, it looks like that's going to do it. So this is a tough match. That Madison Marvels team is going to be one we'll have to deal with. But we always tell the boys a good competitor is a gift, and they're clearly a good competitor, something we're going to have to deal with going forward here. So we will get back with some great action coming up at 6 and 7 o'clock. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get to our Hanover Horde Silver teams. Keep your chins up. Watch this. Let's learn from it. We're going to be back in the dojo for practice on Tuesday, and we're going to get some good lessons learned from this and get back at it next week. So thanks for joining us. Come back again. 6 o'clock, Heroes Gold team is taking on Falls Church Raptors, and 7 o'clock, our Horde Gold team is taking on the Falls Church Dragons. Should be a lot of fun. Stick with us. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with more action. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining us.